Hi there, neighborhood mystics. We've got a fun and flirty new moon in Gemini on Thursday, but there's something lurking in the background that might spoil your fun. Let's find out how that might play out for you in this week's free weekly tarot reading for the week of May 21st through the 28th of 2017. Okay, so as I mentioned, new moon Thursday, the 25th, we had the sun moved into Gemini yesterday on Saturday, the 20th. So if you'd like more information about that, see last week's weekly tarot video, and I talk a lot about the archetype of Gemini and the sun in Gemini. So we have our new moon on Thursday at 4 degrees of Gemini. And so, like I said, Gemini is fun, it's flirty, it has to do with children and early childhood, it has to do with facts and opinions and learning and skills with hands. So that's why I'm filming here at a playground. Because this is the elementary school near my house, so I thought I'd film here. And I hope the road noise isn't too bad, that it's not interfering. But anyway, so in honor of the new moon in Gemini, I'm here at the playground. So the Sabian symbol for this new moon is a revolutionary magazine asking for action. So some thoughts that come to mind around that are, what revolution is starting in your life right now? And what actions can you take? How can you change your mind about something? Because Gemini is about facts and opinions and about data. So Gemini energy can be very, it can either be very objective or it can be very opinion-based. So, in what ways can you change your mind based on the data? That kind of thing. So that's something to consider for this new moon and where that revolution in your life might be coming from. Or you may already know where that revolution in your life is starting. Mars opposition Saturn on Sunday the 28th at 25 degrees Gemini. This is the aspect in the background, like I said, that might kind of spoil your fun, flirty Gemini party with the new moon. Because this aspect is building. So once it's passed, that effect will be waning. So I want to give you a heads up, even though that's actually happening on Sunday, this coming Sunday, the 28th. This can be problems with authority. This can be frustration. This can be anger. This can be you wanting to move forward and somehow you're stymied and you can't. This can be burnout. This can be you pushing so hard that you burn yourself out. This could be a failure to see the big picture, where it's like you're spending so much time fighting all these little skirmishes that you don't figure out how to win the war, and you just exhaust yourself. I guess that would be, that famous fight with Muhammad Ali and what's his name, and the rope-a-dope. I don't know. People who follow fighters, you'll know what I'm talking about. He just burned him out, and he called it rope-a-dope. But anyway, or it could be premature action, because Mars just wants to go, do, you know what I mean? And Saturn is like, no, stop, think about it, plan it. How is this going to work? What's the long-term picture? Especially with Saturn in Sagittarius, it's like, what's the big picture? What's your vision? Does this action fit into your vision? And so if you do feel stymied or thwarted or frustrated, it might be a time to stop and go, is this really, what's the purpose behind this action? Is it feeding into the big picture? Is it feeding into my vision? Or am I just getting all twisted up in just wanting to do something because I'm ticked off or somebody told me no, or, whatever the case may be. And I can give you a couple examples from my own life. One is I'm going to start a new job on June 1st. So I like quickly looked up to see where this aspect was in relation to that, because I wouldn't want that to be in the natal chart of me starting that job or the event chart. And luckily it's past the exact. I mean, it'd be better if it wasn't there at all, but it's past the exact aspect. So I feel like I'll be away from it. But I think it refers to my current job. You know, and Mars has been in the 6th house for a while. And so I've found myself fighting the authority figures at this job. And so, you know, my action was to find another job and leave. But I did let them know why I'm leaving. But I mean, that's just an example. And I brought this up in previous videos where I got cheated out of a commission, and I brought it up and the answer was still no. And then the office manager kind of pulled a power play on some of us, I feel like, in the meeting with the broker, where he just jumped us and blindsided us with something. And I saw that as a power move, you know, as a power play. And it's like, you know, it's like, really? Do you think that's... No, that's not going to work. I mean, I've seen it. I'm not a kid. I'm divorced. I'm a single parent, and I've taught 4th grade. Do you really think you can pull a power play on me and I'm going to run in the corner and hide? No. So, you know, I fired back and jumped him in front of the broker on the meeting. That did not go well. That didn't go well. Okay, I'm showing you an example of the Mars opposite Saturn. Okay, it didn't go well, but you know, I'm moving on, and I think I'm moving on to something better. Okay, so let's go sign by sign for the new moon in Gemini, where you might be starting revolutionary new beginnings. So for Aries, we have got in this deck the Gardener, in other decks the Empress, and I have to figure out how I'm going to manage these. Ooh, we got, this is what my favorite card is showing up again. The 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands. Love that card, especially in this deck. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so for Aries, you might be starting revolutionary new beginnings in a creative process or in manifesting abundance in your life. And the deal is it's going to happen quickly. So it's kind of like bust a move. It's like this is the trigger. This is the trigger point for you. For Taurus, what am I going to do with this card? Okay, I got it. For Taurus, we have got the 6 of Fire, and I'm not reading reverse cards today. Sorry. 6 of Fire and the 3 of Fire. All right, so we got double fire happening for you, Taurus. So, okay, so this is visionary success. So, and there's a lot of excitable movement forward. So kind of like Aries, it's like go time. Your revolutionary change is around the vision of your success. So as I talk about in this part with this Mars opposite Saturn, it's like, look at how your actions are feeding into the bigger picture of the vision of what you're doing. So that's for Taurus. For Gemini, we have got Justice and the Wheel. Ooh, so this is kind of a big deal for you, Gemini. Your revolutionary new beginnings are about what's fair, what's right, what's the right thing to do in this situation, and how are you going to balance everything. And with this Wheel of Fortune card here, this card has to do with seasons. So to everything, there's a season. So there's a season for the change, and the season is now. So I would say If you feel right about it, then this is the time for the change if you have any questions. So this is the time for the change if you feel right about it. For Cancer, oh my goodness, we've got the Fool and the Queen of Air, or the Queen of Swords. Okay, so we got Fool and the Queen of Swords for Cancer. So Cancer, this revolutionary new change is a big step. It's a big step in your life. It's a change of path. It is a bright new beginning for you for sure. And you need to be very clear about what you want. That's the thing with this Queen of Air, the Queen of Swords. You need to be crystal clear about what you want. And then move forward in a childlike, innocent way, which that's a paradox, so I'll let you figure that out. For Leo, we've got the Ace of Fire and, oh my goodness, the Tower card. This has been very dramatic so far, my goodness. Okay, so we've got, yes, the Ace of Fire and the Tower. So Leo, once again, yes, this is about bright new beginnings. This is about an enthusiastic and inspiring beginning. And I think with this Tower card here, it's letting you know that you may have to burn some bridges, or you may have to blow some stuff up. And whether that's within yourself, because as I talked about with that Mars opposition Saturn issue, or wherever I ended up putting in this video before or after, it's about what's the big picture and what's your perspective, and do the facts change your opinions on things? So it might be a big blow up inside yourself and how you're looking at things, or you may be burning some bridges. So good luck, Leo. But I know you're up to it, because I'm a Leo, so I know. For Virgo, we have got the Four of Air, and which is swords, and the Explorer of Air. So we've got 2 sword cards or 2 air cards for Virgo. So with the Four of Swords, this is talking about your new beginning is beginning with a retreat. And this Knight of Swords, or the Explorer of Air, this is about seeing what you can see and exploring some ideas. So Virgos, you may be a little burned out after having the North Node in your sign for so long. So now it's time for you to just kind of like back off a little bit and reassess the situation and mull things over. Literally think it over, mull things over, and explore new ideas and see where you're going next. For Scorpio, or no, Libra. For Libra, we have got the Five of Air and the Explorer of Air. Okay, so Five of Air and Explorer of Air for Libra. So Libra, what's the big fight about? There's a big fight happening here. I think this bright new beginning for you is about, this man is yelling at his kids, but there's a big fight, and it's about inspiration and vision. So this conflict that's happening for you, Libra, is about what's the bigger picture and what's the vision here, and why am I fighting so hard for it, or why are the people around you fighting so hard for it? So I would say that's where you need to focus your energy on, is the vision. And if the fight, or the action doesn't fit the vision, then you need to lay it aside and do something else. For Scorpio, we've got the Canoe, or the Chariot, and Five of Earth, Five of Pentacles. Okay, so Scorpio, your bright new beginning is getting in that canoe or getting in that chariot and going straight for what you want, but you're scared You're afraid. You're afraid it's not going to work out. You're afraid there's not enough. You're afraid you're not enough. So that's what you have to deal with. You have to overcome that, and don't get on the thought train that takes you to poverty town. So I would say, the fives have to do with change, and everything changes, Scorpio, and I know you like to hold on. But it's like you've got to have your drive to get what you want overcome the fear of not getting it. So that's my advice to you, Scorpio, with your bright new beginning. Next, we have Sagittarius. So we've got Explorer of Earth and Three of Water. So Explorer of Earth and Three of Water for Sagittarius. I think this is about making meaningful steps towards your goals and towards creating something. And it's saying, have fun while you're doing it. So that's a great message. So it's like, make movement towards those goals and make big movements, but have fun. So that's kind of your litmus test or your meter. Is this should I do this? Should I do that? Like I keep talking about this Mars Saturn opposition. It's like, is it fun? Because if I feel like it's too much work and too draining and too boring and whatever, then it's not the right action. The right action is the fun action for you, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Capricorn, we've got Child of Fire, and we've got Two of Water. Okay, so is that 10? Sorry, 10 of Water. Because I looked at that, that's not 2. Okay, so we've got Child of Fire and 10 of Water for Capricorn. So your bright new beginning is combined with an ending. And so once again, there's this theme coming through for pretty much all the signs that this bright new beginning is exciting. It's exciting and it's inspiring. And in the case of Capricorn, it involves an ending, and it's probably a little bit of it's an emotional ending. It's an emotional letting go. So you have to emotionally let go of something to embrace something new that's more exciting. That's your bright new beginning, Capricorn. Aquarius. We have got the 7 of Fire for Aquarius, and the Sun. I think almost everybody's gotten a major arcana card. At least one. Some of you have gotten 2. So Aquarius, we have got the 7 of Fire. So this is about you standing up for something. And it's about standing up for something that has to do with your life purpose, with the path of success for you. So don't let anybody tell you you can't do it, or it's not the right thing to do, or it's not the right time, or what I don't know what they're saying. I don't know. You know what they're saying, but you're going to have to stand up, and you're going to have to make a move, and you're going to have to make a move quickly. Because if you've noticed, we've had a lot of fire cards. So people, you're going to have to strike while the iron is hot. I always say that when I see this card. And it's stuff that's going to move you toward, what makes you you. This is an important step in your life path and for what you're here to do on planet Earth, Aquarius. And then lastly, we have Pisces. So we have 7 of Air. And we have the Ace of Water. Okay. So the 7 of Air for you, Pisces, means that, you're going to have to strategize and you're going to have to make a plan. You're going to have to get it together. You can't just blunder into something. Okay. Whoever got the Fool, I don't remember which sign it was, you can blunder into something. But Pisces, no. You have to make a plan. And you have to strategize and you have to figure out where you're going and how you're going to get there. And so you've got the Ace of Water. So it's not a letting go for you, it's an opening up. So you need to open up to the good feeling about where you're going. So, you know, it's like they say kind of with the law of attraction, is like, how do you want to feel? It's not really like, I want $1 million. It's like, how would you feel if you had $1 million? Why do you want $1 million? Because it makes you feel secure, because it makes you feel important, because it makes you feel free, you know, whatever it is. So that's kind of the same thing. It's like you need to get the plan together and then connect with the feeling around that. And that's your bright new beginning, Pisces. All right. So have a great week, everybody. I will see you next time. Please like this video if you liked it, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. See you next time.